Kanye West has just dropped a verbal bombshell, and this time, the target is none other than CandaceOwens, in a fiery outburst that no one saw coming. Kanye didn't just hint at betrayal, he called her out directly, saying she's next on the list. The world is stunned. Fans are in shock. And insiders are whispering that this feud could spiral into one of the most explosive celebrity takedowns of the decade. But what exactly did Kanye mean when he said those chilling words? What list is he talking about? And why is CandaceOwens suddenly caught in the crosshairs of his wrath? This isn't just another celebrity spat. This feels calculated, personal, and dangerously revealing. According to sources, Kanye has been sitting on secret stark, career-ending secrets about Candace that he's now threatening to unleash. And insiders claim he's ready to burn every bridge. No matter the cost. The internet is already on fire with speculation, theories, and frantic debates. Is this about politics, betrayal, or is there something deeper, darker, and more sinister behind the scenes? Stick around because what you're about to hear will leave you speechless. This story is bigger, messier, and more shocking than anyone ever imagined, and, by the end, you'll realize CandaceOwens may never recover from what Kanye just unleashed. Kanye West and CandaceOwens have always had a strange, unpredictable connections, sometimes allies, sometimes adversaries, and always surrounded by chaos. For years, their friendship has been laced with suspicion, fiery headlines, and whispered rumors of backstabbing betrayals. On the surface, they looked united, Candace standing by Kanye's side during his most controversial political stunts, and Kanye defending her against endless waves of criticism. But behind the smiles, there was tension. And according to people close to both of them, it was only a matter of time before things exploded. CandaceOwens built her reputation on being fearless, unfiltered, and unapologetically controversial. She thrived on provocation, and for a while, Kanye admired her bravery. But Kanye, already known for his explosive outbursts and refusal to be silenced, soon realized that Candace wasn't just a supporter. She was a competitor in the same brutal arena of attention, influence, and power. That silent rivalry brewed under the surface. Unspoken but deadly, whispers began circulating months ago. Insiders leaking claims that Candace had said Kanye was unreliable, stable, and even dangerous behind closed doors. Others revealed Kanye's growing frustration with Candace allegedly using his name to amplify her own platform, riding the waves of his controversies to stay relevant. And then came the turning point. The moment that insiders now say sealed their downfall. At a private industry dinner just weeks before Kanye's shocking statement, Candace reportedly made an offhand joke about Kanye's mental health. The room laughed nervously, but Kanye didn't. He sat there, silent, staring, his jaw tight. One guest swears, Kanye muttered, under his breath, "She thinks I forgot." That dinner was just the beginning. From that moment on, Kanye's inner circle claims he started gathering receipt stacks, voice recordings, emails. Sources even suggest he has footage, damning footage, that could destroy Candace's credibility in one blow. He waited, he watched, and when the time was right, he struck with those terrifying words, "She's next on the list." But what does that mean? Kanye's list isn't just some metaphor, it's rumored to be an actual compilation of enemies, rivals, and people who crossed him, a list he's been keeping for years. Some names have already been exposed, their reputations dragged into chaos after Kanye's rants. And now, he's made it crystal clear. CandaceOwens is next in line for public annihilation. The shocking part, Candace hasn't responded. Not yet. Insiders say she's furious behind the scenes, making calls, rallying her allies, and preparing for a counterattack. But others say she's terrified because she knows Kanye has something that could ruin her. And this is where things start to unravel. Because just when fans thought this was only a war of words, a secret leak hit the internet, an alleged private message exchange between Kanye and Candace that changes everything. The leaked messages hit social media like a lightning strike. Screenshots began circulating on Twitter, Instagram, and even private Reddit threads, messages that allegedly showed Kanye warning Candace in cold, calculated words. "You think you're untouchable, but I got the truth in my back pocket. Keep talking. You'll see what happens when your name comes up next." The screenshots, whether real or fabricated, were enough to ignite a firestorm. Fans gasped at the idea that Kanye had been plotting this confrontation for months. And buried in those same leaks was a chilling line that made everyone stop scrolling. "I already took down the ones before you. Don't think you're different." That one sentence fueled theories everywhere. Who were the ones before her? Was Kanye hinting that he had sabotaged other public figures, strategically destroying them one by one? Candace, usually quick to clap back, stayed silent. Her verified accounts didn't post a word, but insiders claim her team was in panic mode. Sources close to Candace allegedly revealed she was making frantic late-night calls, warning friends, he's not bluffing. He's dangerous. Some even say she locked down her private group chats, fearful of more leaks. But the drama didn't stop there. Within hours, anonymous accounts began dropping even more alleged evidence recordings of heated phone calls, grainy clips of arguments, and messages suggesting Candace once tried to undermine Kanye's business deals behind the scenes. One message, supposedly from an industry insider, claimed Candace called him a liability. She said working with him is career suicide. If that's true, it's a betrayal of epic proportions. Kanye, already paranoid about disloyalty, would see that as the ultimate knife in the back. And remember that infamous industry dinner? People now believe Candace's joke wasn't just a slip of the tongue. It was deliberate. A calculated move to humiliate him in front of powerful executives. But here's where the story twists again. Late last night, Kanye went live on his private account, ranting cryptic messages for nearly 10 minutes before abruptly deleting the stream. Fans who caught it claim, he said, "They're all actors. They're all liars. And when I drop what I got, Candace won't just lose followers, she'll lose everything." Screenshots from the live are everywhere. Hashtags exploded. Hashtag Candace exposed and hashtag KanyeList started trending worldwide. Even celebrities began chiming in, some backing Kanye, others warning him to stop. A-list names like Nicki Minaj, Elon Musk, and even Kim Kardashian allegedly posted cryptic reactions, fueling speculation that this battle is about to escalate beyond anything we've seen before. And just when it seemed like Kanye had the upper hand, another twist rattled the internet. Rumors that Candace herself has dirt on Kanye, evidence she's been saving for a moment like this. Her silence, insiders now claim, isn't weakness. It's strategy. She's waiting, watching, and preparing to strike back with something even more devastating. So the question now is, who's really holding the bigger bombshell? Is Kanye about to destroy Candace? Or is she sitting on the ultimate revenge move that could flip this entire feud upside down? The next revelation shattered everything fans thought they knew. The next revelation was nothing short of nuclear. In the early hours of the morning, a mysterious Twitter thread appeared under the handle @TruthDropper77, claiming to be a former assistant of CandaceOwens. The thread contained what looked like confidential documents, recordings, and insider notes that tied Candace to backdoor deals with media executives, deals that allegedly involved using Kanye's most vulnerable moments for her own gain. One leaked email allegedly showed Candace laughing with a network producer, saying, "Kanye's meltdowns are ratings gold. Every time he crashes, I climb higher." Another document suggested she once pitched a tell-all book proposal where Kanye's name was the centerpiece, describing him as a genius trapped in chaos and the perfect storm to ride for publicity. If these leaks are even half true, It paints Candace not as Kanye's ally, but as his opportunistic puppeteer, using his scandals to fuel her brand. Fans were outraged. Hashtags flipped overnight. Hashtag Candace betrayal and hashtag KANYE was right shot to the top of trending lists. TikTok was flooded with reaction videos, people reenacting the alleged emails in dramatic voices. Screaming at the camera, she played him like a pawn. But Candace wasn't about to stay silent forever. Hours later, she broke her silence with a cryptic post on X, formerly Twitter. Never forget, the loudest accuser is usually hiding the darkest secret. The internet exploded. Was she hinting that Kanye himself was guilty of something far worse? Was she threatening to unveil a scandal so big it would drown out everything Kanye had just revealed? Insiders whispered that Candace had been quietly working with private investigators, digging into Kanye's finances, his personal relationships, and his alleged secret projects. One insider even claimed she had obtained documents linking Kanye to shadowy contracts and bizarre NDA agreements with people close to him. If true, Candace could be preparing to drop a bombshell that doesn't just ruin Kanye's credibility, destroys his empire. Meanwhile, celebrities started picking sides. Rapper Meek Mill posted a fiery comment. "This ain't beef, this is war." They both playing dirty. Kim Kardashian allegedly called the drama predictable in a leaked group chat. And shockingly, Elon Musk tweeted and deleted, "The list is real. I've seen it." That one tweet alone sent fans into a frenzy, desperate to decode what Elon might know. But the most chilling development came when a short 20-second audio leak appeared on a fan forum. In it, a voice that sounded eerily like Kanye whispered, "They think I'm the problem. They'll see. Candace is just the beginning." The clip was grainy, almost too perfect, leading some to believe it was planted by Candace's team to paint Kanye as unstable, dangerous, and plotting revenge beyond her. The narrative had completely flipped. Now the question wasn't just whether Kanye would expose Candace, but whether Candace might actually expose him first. And with both sides sitting on potentially career-ending weapons, fans realized something terrifying. No matter who strikes first, both of them might go down in flames. And just when everyone thought the feud had reached its peak, a shocking revelation dropped from an unexpected source, one that left fans gasping, celebrities scrambling, and the industry in full-blown panic. The unexpected source was none other than a former bodyguard, a man who had worked closely with both Kanye and Candace during one of their joint public campaigns. Out of nowhere, he went on Instagram Live and unleashed a stream of shocking claims. With his face hidden in shadows and his voice altered, he declared, "You've all been fooled. Both Kanye and Candace have secrets, but the truth is darker than anyone realizes. And trust me, I saw it all." He claimed that behind the cameras, Kanye and Candace weren't allies at all. They were locked in a twisted game of manipulation, each collecting blackmail material on the other. According to him, there was a secret folder passed back and forth, filled with recordings, contracts, and hidden footage evidence so damaging that either one could use it to completely erase the other's career. The bodyguard insisted that this folder was real and that Kanye had it last. The internet exploded. Fans began demanding answers. What's in the folder? Where is it now? Reddit detectives swarmed the web, claiming to have spotted encrypted files uploaded under Kanye's name on obscure cloud-sharing sites. One theory suggested that Kanye intentionally scattered the folder's contents across multiple accounts, ready to release them at a moment's notice. But Candace's camp quickly countered. An anonymous insider, allegedly tied to her legal team, leaked a warning. Kanye doesn't control the folder. She does. And if he pushes too far, everything in it goes public. The contradiction fueled chaos online. Who really had the folder? Kanye? Candace? Or was it still in the hands of a third party waiting to profit from the explosion? The industry couldn't look away. News outlets scrambled for scoops, podcasts dissected every detail, and late-night hosts delivered monologues dripping with speculation. But the celebrities, they went into meltdown. Cardi B tweeted, "Y'all don't even know the half of what's coming." 50 Cent posted a cryptic photo of a bomb emoji next to a picture of Kanye. Even Drake, who rarely comments on these dramas, posted and deleted a story that read, "She ain't the only one on the list. Watch." And then came the reveal that turned this feud from a scandal into a nightmare. TMZ dropped an exclusive claiming they had obtained partial access to the folder. According to their anonymous source, the contents included contracts signed under fake names, recordings of backroom conversations with politicians, and screenshots of private payments to silence individuals connected to both Kanye and Candace. The details were so wild that fans didn't know what to believe. Were Kanye and Candace secretly involved in shadowy deals together before it all went south? Were they both covering up something much bigger than personal grudges? The internet was on fire. But one chilling line in TMZ's report stood out. The folder also contains a video so explosive, so career-ending, that neither Kanye nor Candace can ever allow it to surface. Fans immediately demanded, "What's on that video? A secret meeting? A betrayal caught on camera? Or something so dark it could bring down not just careers, but entire industries?" And just when the world thought it couldn't get more shocking, another player stepped into the chaos, someone powerful enough to silence both Kanye and Candace. But not before leaving one final, jaw-dropping twist. That powerful new player was none other than a heavyweight in the media industry, an executive who had worked with both Kanye and Candace behind closed doors. Out of nowhere, a leaked voicemail surfaced online, allegedly from this executive warning, "If either of you release what you have, you're not just ending each other, you're dragging the entire machine down with you. Don't test me. You know who I am." Fans went wild. Who was this mysterious figure? A network CEO? A political insider? Or someone even higher up, pulling strings from the shadows? The voicemail hinted at something massive, that the Kanye-Candace feud wasn't just personal. It was tied to bigger, hidden interests, money, power, and influence that went way beyond celebrity beef. Suddenly, theories exploded. Some claimed this executive was the one who actually controlled the infamous folder, using it to keep both Kanye and Candace in check. Others argued that this wasn't about the folder at all, about silencing them before they exposed an entire system of corruption. And then came the most shocking detail of all, a second leak. This time, an email allegedly sent to both Kanye and Candace from the same executive. The subject line read, "Final warning." The body of the message, just 5 words, "Cross me, and you vanish." The internet collectively lost its mind. Was this an empty threater? A promise? Were Kanye and Candace now pawns in a much bigger game, fighting each other while being crushed by someone even more powerful? And here's the cliffhanger that has left everyone trembling. Hours after that email leaked, both Kanye and Candace went dark. No posts, no live streams, no statements. Silence. So now the world is asking, have they been silenced? Or are they planning their deadliest move yet? And just when the silence felt suffocating, the internet was hit with one more twist that no one saw coming. Out of nowhere, an anonymous YouTube channel uploaded a cryptic 40-second video titled, "The Folder is Real." The channel had no subscribers, no history, and no links, but the clip instantly went viral. The video showed what looked like a blurred-out hard drive with dozens of encrypted files labeled with code names like Project Mirror, Deal Number 27, and chillingly, Final Tape. A distorted voice over the footage whispered, "They think they can hide it. They can't. The world will see soon." Then, the screen cut to black dot. Fans lost their minds. Was this the folder Kanye supposedly had? Was this a teaser drop orchestrated by Candace? Or was it the executive, the shadowy figure, trying to scare them both into silence? Nobody knew, but one thing was clear. This was no longer just a feud. It was war, and the battlefield had gone public. Comment sections erupted. TikTok detectives started decoding the file names, claiming Project Mirror referred to a covert operation involving both Kanye and Candace during their most controversial years. Others insisted Final Tape was the infamous video TMZ hinted at, the one that could destroy them both. Meanwhile, journalists began reporting sightings of Kanye in Los Angeles, looking visibly agitated, pacing outside a hotel while yelling into his phone. Witnesses claimed they heard him say, "If they leak it, we all go down." Around the same time, Candace was reportedly spotted in Washington, D.C., rushing out of a black SUV with folders clutched tightly in her hands. Coincidence? Or were they both scrambling to contain the chaos before it was too late? But here's where it gets even scarier. Late last night, a new rumor surfaced from an alleged insider close to both camps. They claimed neither Kanye nor Candace actually has the folder anymore. Instead, it's been stolen by someone else entirely. And this person isn't looking to negotiate. They're looking to cash in, the supposed buyer. A foreign media giant willing to pay millions to release the contents as a global documentary. Imagine that every secret, every betrayal, every scandal streamed worldwide for everyone to see. If that happens, Kanye and Candace aren't just finished. They're erased. Their reputations, their allies. Their power gone in an instant. And here's the haunting cliffhanger. The anonymous YouTube channel promised a full drop in 72 hours. A countdown has already begun. The world is now watching, waiting, and trembling. Will the video actually be released? Will Kanye or Candace strike first to stop it? Or will the shadowy executive pull the plug before the truth detonates across the internet? One thing's for certain, this story isn't over. Not even close. The public and industry reactions came crashing in like a tidal wave, flooding every corner of the internet with theories, rage, and absolute disbelief. X was a war zone. Fans were posting non-stop threads, dissecting every leaked email, every cryptic post, every blurred-out file name from that anonymous video. Hashtags like hashtag KanyeWest, Candace, hashtag the folder, and hashtag 7-2-hour countdown were trending worldwide, pulling in millions of posts per hour. One viral tweet read, "This isn't a feud anymore. This isn't a feud anymore. This is a live-streamed implosion of two careers. And we're all strapped to the front row." Another fan wrote, "If the folder drops, forget cancel culture. This is career execution." TikTok stitched together fake leaks with dramatic music, gaining millions of views as creators reenacted Kanye and Candace's alleged phone calls. But while fans were laughing, gasping, and theorizing, the industry wasn't laughing at all. Behind closed doors, media executives, sponsors, and even politicians were panicking. According to insider leaks, several companies tied to both Kanye and Candace were already drafting emergency statements, preparing to cut ties the moment the 72-hour drop went live. A major sportswear brand, allegedly still in quiet talks with Kanye, supposedly froze all negotiations, terrified of being dragged into the fire. And celebrities. They couldn't stay silent either. Some openly mocked the chaos. Doja Cat tweeted, "This folder sounds like Netflix's next big hit." But others were deadly serious. Kris Jenner was allegedly caught screaming in a leaked voicemail to a producer, "If that folder drops, we're all implicated." Yes, you heard that right. Suddenly. This wasn't just Kanye versus Candace. This was threatening to drag in an entire web of celebrity power players who had dirt to hide. News anchors couldn't keep up. One primetime segment speculated that the folder might contain illegal payoffs, secret contracts, and surveillance footage from exclusive Hollywood events. Another report claimed high-level politicians were quietly making calls, desperate to ensure their names weren't inside. The industry was holding its breath because if this thing went public, it wouldn't just ruin two names. It could collapse entire empires. But the most shocking division came from the fans themselves. Kanye's supporters, fiercely loyal, argued he was finally exposing corruption and being silenced for speaking the truth. Candace's base, equally intense, claimed she was the victim of a smear campaign designed to shut down her influence. The fandoms clashed in brutal online wars, with each side hurling accusations, editing expose videos, and even doxing each other. And then came the celebrity curveballs. Nicki Minaj posted a cryptic line, "Candace ain't the queen she pretends to be. Y'all better stay woke." Hours later, Piers Morgan went live, calling Kanye a ticking time bomb and demanding that authorities investigate whatever dangerous information is in that folder, even Taylor Swift's name was dragged into it when a random screenshot began circulating. That seemed to show her email address in the blurred folder files. Swifties erupted, demanding explanations, while her team stayed completely silent. By now, the feud had turned into a cultural earthquake. People weren't just debating who was right or wrong, they were terrified of what would happen if the contents of that mysterious folder actually surfaced. And every hour that ticked closer to the 72-hour deadline made the panic worse. But then, just as the countdown reached its halfway point, an unexpected statement hit the internet. It came from someone no one expected to speak, and it threatened to change the entire course of the feud. The statement came from none other than CandaceOwens herself, but it wasn't the fiery counterattack fans were expecting. Instead, she dropped a chillingly calm, pre-recorded video message. Filmed in a stark white room with no background distractions. She looked straight into the camera and said, "The narrative you're being fed is a lie. I've been silent because I wanted the truth to surface on its own. But since time is running out, let me be clear. Kanye isn't exposing me, I'm exposing him. And when the folder drops, you'll finally see who's been playing you all along." That single video detonated across every platform. Millions watched, shared, and re-uploaded it within minutes. Her choice of words when the folder drops ignited a firestorm. Was she confirming that the anonymous channel's countdown was real? Was she aligned with whoever was behind it? Or was she bluffing, pretending to hold power while scrambling behind the scenes? Kanye's fans went ballistic. Some accused Candace of manipulation, claiming she was trying to twist the narrative before the drop. Others insisted she sounded calm because she knew she was about to unleash something Kanye couldn't recover from. Theories multiplied. Some said the video was pre-taped weeks ago, proof she had been planning this all along. Others swore her eyes darted nervously at the end, a sign she was terrified. The industry was rattled even harder. Multiple insiders leaked whispers that Candace's team had already reached out to Netflix and Hulu, hinting at an upcoming docuseries. Imagine that this whole feud repackaged as a streaming phenomenon, dropping receipts in high definition. But here's the twist that left everyone's jaw on the floor. Less than an hour after Candace's video went live, Kanye reappeared on Instagram stories with a black screen and only 3 words written in bold white text: "She's lying." Wait. The countdown was still ticking. Fans were more divided than ever. And the entire internet realized something horrifying. The folder might actually drop in less than 36 hours. And if it does, it won't just end a feud. It could bring down an empire. The final 24 hours before the supposed folder drop turned into absolute madness. The countdown clock loomed like a ticking bomb, and the internet buzzed with paranoia, obsession, and raw fear. Fans were refreshing their feeds every second, waiting for the moment everything would unravel. And then, at 3 a.m., a new anonymous leak shook the world to its core. A short clip, allegedly pulled from final tape, began circulating. The grainy footage showed two blurred figures in a dark room, voices altered but chillingly recognizable. One sounded like Kanye, the other, a Candace. In the clip, the Kanye-like voice whispered, "If this gets out, we both burn." And the Candace-like voice snapped back, "Then maybe we burn together." The internet erupted. Was this proof that the folder didn't just contain dirt on one of them, may contain dirt on both? Suddenly, the narrative flipped again. Fans weren't asking who would win. They were asking who would survive. Celebrities scrambled to distance themselves. A-listers who had once supported Kanye quietly unfollowed him. Influential pundits stopped booking Candace for shows. Major brands allegedly pulled emergency contracts overnight. The fallout was spreading like wildfire before the folder had even dropped. But the most terrifying twist came hours later, when the anonymous channel uploaded a second, cryptic teaser. This one showed the countdown clock hitting 0, then glitching. The screen flashed words in bold red letters: "Delayed, not cancelled. Next drop, unstoppable. No date. No explanation." Just a chilling message that whatever was coming had been pushed back but not stopped. The tension skyrocketed. Some fans claimed this was proof the executive, the shadowy figure in the background, had stepped in to stall the leak. Others argued that Kanye or Candace themselves had negotiated a temporary pause. But the message was clear. The storm wasn't over. It was only gathering strength. Candace remained silent after her cryptic video. Kanye deleted his "she's lying. Wait" story, then vanished again. Neither side dared speak as the internet boiled with fear and speculation. And for fans watching this real-life soap opera spiral out of control, one haunting question lingered in the air. What's in that folder that's so devastating, so dangerous that billionaires, celebrities, and politicians are all terrified of it seeing the light of day? The feud has already claimed reputations, split fan bases, and rattled industries. But make no mistake, this isn't the end. This is just the calm before the next detonation. And when it happens, it won't just be Kanye versus Candace. It will be everyone who's ever tried to silence the truth, because the folder isn't gone. The folder is waiting. And the next time it surfaces, it could change everything forever. It could change everything forever.